This video is going to be one more film study look at Lamar Jackson's ridiculous 6-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Likely in the fourth quarter. It almost doesn't seem right to call it a 6-yard touchdown pass because of the degree of difficulty. Everything Lamar had to deal with prior to getting the pass off, stiff-arming Sam Hubbard not once but twice, picking up the fumble prior to that. It's just one of about 36 incredible plays Lamar has turned in throughout his career. I understand that non-Ravens fans would say you can't define a play as the best play of a season in Week 5. You can't blame Ravens fans, however, for seeing what we did in terms of a comeback in the second half in Week 5 on the road in Cincinnati, and then Lamar pulling us to within 38-35 with this insane play. Someone in one of the comment sections for a video this week talked about Likely not just pointing up, but also Lamar pointing to a specific area of the field. I do think that the Ravens maybe have landmarks in terms of scramble or unsettled plays. Fading away, the degree of difficulty of this is shocking. It almost kind of reminds me of Steph Curry's three-pointer in the Olympic gold medal game this year to win USA basketball the gold medal. You can see Likely is raising his arm up in the air as Lamar is stiff-arming Hubbard to the ground. Lamar points and then fades to his right while taking another shot, I think from Pratt, who's a really underrated, talented, and physical linebacker. You really cannot say it enough how shocked some of these guys look for the Bengals. I don't know that the Ravens are shocked because they see it pretty much every day. Well, they don't see this every day. Lamar isn't getting touched in practice, but they see things like this in games many times if they've played with him for any length of time, like guys like Ronnie Stanley and Mark Andrews have. I think what's crazy about it when you get the end zone angle is you'll see, I think if it'll run through enough, you'll see Hubbard kind of drop to a knee, like he can't believe what just occurred. We get motion from left to right by Likely, so he's into the boundary. For whatever reason, Lamar drops the football. This was a crazy possession anyway. This possession had a 3rd and 10 where Lamar barely gets a throw off to Tylan Wallace, who's, I don't know, is he our 4th best receiver, 5th best receiver? I'm not sure. But were it not for that 3rd down conversion, we're not even down here to possibly get a field goal. Now a touchdown, excuse me. Now this is a 2nd and 6, so even if this ball's incomplete, we theoretically get 2 more plays to score again. But where Lamar, the daring on this, the belief in yourself to make this throw is just as crazy as the physical gifts of stiff-arming Hubbard while holding the football out in one hand. Oh, we just did that, and now let's go ahead and point to Likely where to go, basically telling him, go in this direction. And you can see all the open space that is here. I'm sure that dozens of people have broken this down. And in fact, I've talked about it twice already. The daring to even attempt this is pretty amazing. There's no one else, obviously, to throw the football to. I won't say that other guys had given up on the play. They don't give up ever when you have Lamar Jackson, but they understood that they weren't going to get the ball thrown to them, specifically like Mark Andrews. Additional to that, notice the commitment of Pratt to go, because he understands what he's dealing with in terms of Lamar Jackson. Zay Flowers kind of stopped playing already off screen to our left. You don't really get Likely's touchdown catch, but you do get Hubbard kind of looking over like he cannot believe it. These guys came to play on Sunday from a defensive standpoint. If you don't know, like while the defense is playing, you're going to get defensive players collected up near the sideline, ready to be subbed in if need be, number 1 or number 2, just watching what's occurring. So if they did have to get put in later in the game. So the entire Bengals defense, staff, players, is all here. And they can't believe what they just saw. I mean, I couldn't either. I don't think live time and during my reaction video on Sunday night, I even understood how amazing of a play it is. And the crazy thing is, this week coming up, the Ravens play host to Washington. We get to watch 2 of these guys, 2 guys who can move around, make plays with their arm and with their feet. Is Jaden Daniels on Lamar Jackson's level yet? Like, it's a ridiculous conversation for me. Like, it's not even worth addressing. They're both playing at a really high level. Lamar, I think, is MVP level again, even MVP squared level in terms of the play we just witnessed. Jaden Daniels completing 77% of his passes. I think he only has 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, but the Commanders' record is 4-1, so that speaks for itself. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I felt like I had to do this video to get a standalone piece of content out about this play because I think it will just stand the test of time from a Lamar Jackson standpoint. It gives us just one more example of a play to say he's a unicorn among absolute freak athletes in the NFL because he can throw the ball, he can run, he can read the option, he can do all the things that a, quote, regular quarterback can do, but he can also stiff arm a really motivated, high-level defensive end, Sam Hubbard, who played well on Sunday, can just stiff arm him to the ground and then make a fadeaway throw. Like I said earlier, kind of reminds me of the three-pointer that Steph Curry made in the Olympic gold medal game this year, in terms of the degree of difficulty, the fadeaway nature, and the moment. This throw happened at a point in time where we're down 38-28, brings us to within 3. We all know what happened on the ensuing Bengals possession, how we were able to go down and get the game-tying field goal and then win it in overtime. Appreciate you guys' time, man. If you enjoy the One Play Wednesday concept, I do have about 40 or 45 of those videos completed. They're in a folder, and I'll link it up here at the end of this video, so you can check out more of those if you want. If you think other Ravens fans would enjoy one last look at Lamar Jackson's 6-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Likely that he actually threw probably 22 or 24 yards in length, then please consider grabbing a link to this video, sharing it out on social media to help this content get more reach.